Hi Jojo, how you doing, man? Nice to see you around. So you said this is humorous. Humorous. So like always, usually do some warm-ups in anatomy, okay? So that's humerus. Then the hand we have two bones here, okay? Oh, good. That's nice. So here we have two bones. We have the ulna and the radius. the sacrum. So here we have at the pelvis. We have the crests, yeah. Okay. And down here is where the legs attach, okay. So this is where the legs attach, okay. Okay, so the pelvis, you'll be studying along with me. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. We'll be studying anatomy for the next 2 hours. Okay. So yeah, you can study along with me. That will be wonderful. So this is the pelvis. All right. Then this is the crest. The crest. Okay. And this lower part here, see that look like a ring. Eh? It's called ischium. So we will only be studying the important muscles and bones. So when you go to the legs, You have the femur, and it's the longest bone in the body, okay? This is the femur. Yeah, I do got IG. I have IG. It's Kairegi on all platforms. Kairegi WJ. So let's finish this bony place. So just like the hands, we have two bones. Yeah, at the bottom. Okay. So the bigger muscle is the tibia, and fibula. Okay. And when you're learning anatomy, you don't have to master these names. Okay, as long as you know how they are there, you don't need to master their names. So we won't be looking at the hands and the feet. I think they need their dedicated streams. So we won't be looking at the feet for today, okay? So yeah. So we forgot something, the kneecaps, okay? So this is the patella. without kneecaps. Okay. So I've forgotten about it. So the wrists and the feet. I think we're going to study them in another stream. They're a little bit technical. Hi Silva, how you doing, man? What's up? I'm also doing good. Oh, you have a headache. Sorry. Need to drink some water and some medicine. And also, if you've been doing something intensive, need to take a break. Hope you get well soon, man. We need you. No charge. Alright, Ledger. So I just drew these scale. What the hell? Just to recap what we had done a while back when we were starting the anatomy studies. And if we can say, like, when we started learning anatomy, okay, you can see things weren't as good as how you're doing. Okay, right now at least we have we are doing something closer to what a skeleton looks like, compared to this one. Right now we know we have true ribs, okay, false ribs, and floating ribs. We knew there was some floating ribs, but we didn't know they were floating. Yeah, still learning anatomy. Okay, actually, we'll be learning anatomy daily. Okay, for the next 3 months or so. Okay, want to really improve our drawing skills. So every morning before the day starts, we dedicate at least 2 hours just to learning the body. Okay, because animation is all about animating a character. Okay, animating someone, and if you can't draw someone, if you don't know what a body consists of, you'll not be able to animate. Okay, at least realistically. Okay, so you can see we've really improved our skills. Okay. You can imagine now, after a month or two, how how much do you think I will have improved? Okay. For me to look at the body, I pull up the pics from an internet online. Yeah, but now you need to also have it in your fingertips. Okay, because the reason why we are studying, it's not that because you don't have any reference or something. The problem is, you might want to animate a pose that isn't in the internet. What will you do? Okay, but once you know how to draw the body, the skeleton, the structure, you can manipulate it however you want. Okay. No, you didn't miss anything, Jojo. Okay, we're just going over what we've been doing all along. I'm saying that there's some progress. You can see when we started sketching the skeleton. Right now our skeleton looks way better than how we started. All right, so in a month or two, I think we'll have better figures than what we've been having. You can imagine. I don't have any background in anatomy. Okay, and still I was trying to draw, pretty decent. So you can imagine, once I start putting in the work in anatomy, I think we'll see some improvement. It's all the same whether you have smaller muscles or bigger muscles. Just the same. You have to know how the muscles are forming, then you can manipulate the muscles, make them big, make them small. Okay, underneath the skin, everything is the same. The difference is only the size. Yeah. So let's go back here. All right, we looked at the shoulder. Okay, so I want to look more on the deltoids. So muscles, muscles. So actually, let's create a new page. So the deltoid has three muscles. The front part of the deltoid, the side part, okay, and the back part. Okay, so let's look at it. I also didn't do biology. I did physics. That's why I'm an engineer right now. Although I was pretty decent in drawing biology, but I didn't take biology. I wish I did though. I wish I did. Right now I would have been a chiropractor, okay? So let's try to look at the clavicle from the top. So I'm gonna just draw a simple box like this to represent the rib cage. Then let's say we have our chest bone out there. Alright. And the clavicles, they look like a bow. You know a bow? A bow and arrow? They look like a bow. Bow looks like these, So I'll just erase this one a bit. So that's the chest bone, okay? Okay. Okay. Then we know that the ribs are going to originate from there, okay? And they'll come like these. Then we have our spine here. Okay. And the spine is coming towards the clavicle, okay? Like that, okay? It's kind of bending like this, towards the clavicles. Then here we have the acroniums, okay, which are attached to the scapula, or the shoulder blades. The shoulder blades are just on top of the ribs, and they move, okay, when you move the arms, okay. Then from here is when we have the humerus, yeah. Then you'll have the deltoids here, all right, like these. right? So let's clean it. Let's clean our sketch a little bit. So I'll just start with the chest bone here. Then draw the bow, clavicle, the collarbone, like a ball, ready to strike. Okay. Then we have this bone over here that's on top, that connects to the spine, like this. Okay, and the rest of the bones will connect here too. All right. So have the acronym here. Which is attached to the shoulder blades like these. Like that, right? Then let's suggest that we have the rib cage like this. So this is all about the deltoids. We're looking at deltoid, right? Then let's try to put in some muscles here. Okay. So we say the deltoid there covers almost half of the clavicle. All right. Then the middle part covers like this. Then the back part covers like this. Like that, okay? Like that. And you have the trapezius like this, covering like this, but we're not looking at trapezius right now, okay? So let's look at the other part, okay? See the almost half of the collarbone, and we have the middle part of the deltoid. Right, then the back part goes like that. Okay. Then we have the trapezius like this. Somewhat like that, okay? But we're not looking at the traps right now, okay? So let's try to color these parts here so that you can see what we are looking at here. So that's the front part. This is the middle part, and the back part like this. Okay, and this is top view, okay? So in your drawing, how do you know where to place the deltoid? Okay, we've seen it's almost it covers almost half of the clavicle, but not really. Okay, actually it's a third. Let's go back here. Okay, if you look at these are they called pectoral, yeah, pectoralis muscles. They cover like 2/3 of the clavicle. All right. So when you're drawing the deltoid there, make sure that it starts at 2/3. Why am I saying this? Because when you will be using the mannequin or the boxy method, let's say I have a box here that we are commonly used to drawing when you're simplifying the rib cage or the torso. All right, we have the middle part here, right? This top part is what represents the clavicle. Okay, when you're drawing the torso, the rib cage, okay, and when you're simplifying it, so keep in mind this is what represents the clavicle, and if this represents the clavicle, where do I put the deltoid muscles? Okay, so I'm going to divide it into 3. Okay, so it means my front, okay, part of the deltoid will start here. All right, it's going to start like this. This is the end of the clavicle. Okay, then we're going to have the middle section like this. All right, we want to see the back like that. So that's how you know where to exactly place the deltoid when you're using the boxy mannequin. All right, then remember that the board thingy we said, the deltoid, the collarbones, they're not straight like this. Okay, they are like a bow, like that. Okay, so when you're representing it back here, all right, it won't be straight like this, but it will come back like here at the bottom part like this, so that we can have our chest bone here, or the breastbone. Okay, like that. Are we together? Simple as like that. Okay, so yeah, that's why I told you guys, don't try to simplify the human body before you know the human body. Okay, you're going to simplify your own things. Okay, first learn the body, then try to simplify the body, okay, into simple mannequins like these ones. Okay, then go compare your simplification, okay, with how other people are simplifying their forms. Okay, don't try to attempt to simplify it at the beginning, okay? Because it's like you're just trying to get, to know the body through shortcut, and trust me, I've tried doing the shortcut method, doesn't really work actually, okay? So just go with the long approach, learn the clavicles, okay, the rib cage, the pelvis, then you can now try to simplify them into simple forms, because you'll know that this box is representing like the 12 ribs that you have, but if you don't have an idea of what a rib cage looks like, you're gonna draw a box that will contain 45 ribs, okay, because you even don't know how many ribs you have, okay? So food for the thought, okay? All right, and we said we have 12 ribs, so we said this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, okay? Or you can put a that, okay, of the clavicle. Okay, so anatomy is very fun, okay? I really enjoy doing anatomy. Okay, you every time you learn anatomy, you learn something new, okay? Like you say, oh, so I usually have something like this in my body. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I have a sternum. Oh, I have a rib cage like this. It's really an interesting topic, That's you'll never come to finish this. This topic, It's something that you'll always learn, and it's something you have. It's in your body, okay? Go surprise a doctor, okay? Go tell them your your back, you use the biological terms, and I'm going to explain your problem, okay? So let's try to look at the side view, okay? This was the top, the front, okay? Let's look at the back view, okay? I have permission to simplify this rib cage because already I started with learning the rib cage first, so I have the liberty and permission to start with a rectangle, okay? And we say the rib cage is almost 1.5 heads, okay? When we are doing it's called what? Proportions, The neck, it's not common mistakes, and when you're drawing the mannequin, the boxy mannequin, is putting the box straight like this, okay? And maybe putting another box here on top to represent the head. This is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. Very wrong. Okay, the rib cage is tilted like this, and also the neck is tilted like this. Okay, right? So food for the daughter. Okay, so we've said that our sternum will be here, or the chest bone, the breastbone. Okay, then our clavicles are going to come like this. Okay, just estimating like that, and they're going to attach with the acronym of the scapula, or we just use normal terms. We say the shoulder blades. Okay, so just here where the clavicle. Okay, the clavicle and the acromion meets. That's where you have a joint. This is where the humerus usually connects with the body. Okay, then we said the humerus is almost closer to the bottom part of the rib cage. That's the size. Okay, so don't forget about that. So we have the sternum here. Comes like this. Like that. Okay. Alright, so I think we can remove now this one. Alright, we said we have 7 vertebrae here that connects to the neck and the head. Alright, here we said we have how many? Was it 5? No. Say 12 rib cage. 12 ribs, 3 false ribs, 2 floating ribs, and was it 4 or 5? Do the math. 4 or 5 true ribs. Okay. So we're kind of establishing our own proportions as we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, anatomy is not that difficult. Okay, we only make it look like it is a bit difficult, and when it's not. It's not that difficult. You just need to take your time. Don't try to learn anatomy with one video. It's like you trying to learn anatomy with just this one stream. It's impossible. We can't cover everything in just a 2-hour stream. Okay, so give yourself some time to learn. Okay. So let's look another at the deltoids on the side, the side view. Okay. So how do we know how far you should go with the deltoid? The answer lies on the center, the middle, part of the deltoid. So just from here, we use a different color. Just from here, all right. You're going to measure with the length of the humerus, half of it, like we have the humerus from here to here, right? Okay, so half of it. That's where you're going to put the end of your center deltoid. Okay, like that. Okay. Then you can, when you are at the center, you can also see the back a little bit. Okay, and also the front. just a tiny part of it. So that's how you put it. Okay. So this is the front, this is the back. Okay. And you said the only difference in the male and female muscles. In female, the muscles are just subtle, but in male they're more pronounced. Okay. So let's look at the back side of it. This is side view. So anatomy is important, whether you like it or not. Hi Tyson, how you doing, man? So let's look at the back view, see how the deltoid attached to the body. So still we're going to use our boxing mannequin. I have the permission to do so because I know what I'm doing. Okay. So if you are following along, you should also have the permission to do so. Okay, because you've been drawing along. So you have the spine here. Okay. Have the spine here. The sacrum down here. Okay. All right. And we have the shoulder blades here. So these are the shoulder blades. Okay. And just at the shoulder blades, have the acronym here. Okay. Alright. And this is where now the humerus attaches to the shoulder blade. This is the humerus. Okay. And you have the rib cage here. Don't forget about the rib cage, okay? It's an integral part of the body. Don't forget about it. Don't forget about it. You can see even right now I can draw the torso, the rib cage, without using reference, because we've been drawing it over and over and over, okay, from reference, and I know what I'm drawing, okay. That's why it's important for you to start learning from the start, okay, the bones. Don't focus more on simplifying. You can simplify something that you don't know. Okay. Once you start, learning anatomy, the real thing, you can now try to simplify it, okay? So let's start with the center one, because we already know it will come up to the center of the humerus. Okay, so it's gonna come like this, like that. That is the center one, right? Okay. Now the other major muscles is this other part of the deltoid, the back side, which is almost covers half of the acronym, like this. Okay. We know that the trapezius gonna form like this. Okay, so these are the back side, front side, the middle side, sorry. Like that. Okay. And the land, we said that the landmark here is almost half of the acronym, okay? Okay. So something to note, when rotating the hand, the tapered end doesn't change. Okay, it will remain on this, this side. So assuming this part, we have the biceps. Let's try a different angle. Let's even if a person here. Alright, Jojo, I'll see you in the next one, man. Thank you for staying by. Okay, I'll see you. So for example, return this side like this. Okay, the tapered end won't change. Okay, it will remain on this side. Have a good time too. So even if we rotate it like this, that tapered end will still be on the green part. So here we'll see more of the triceps than the biceps. So that is something you should consider. So that center deltoid, that center part of the deltoid, is gonna give you a lot of landmarks when you're rotating the arm. So the next section we'll be looking at how does the muscle moves when you are animating the deltoid, because we've seen that the deltoid is a very important part of the hand, of the body, that we should keep in mind when animating. Okay. All right. And we also look at it's a combination of also the clavicle. So this is the last thing we'll be looking at in this stream. Okay, we'll look at the clavicle, and the deltoid movements. Okay, so let's start with our mannequin first. The chest one here. Which looks like a tie. Alright. So that's the rib cage. Let's try to animate these this rib cage of ours, okay? You just clean it up a little bit, assuming this is the topmost rib. This is the chest one here. You have the rib cage like this. Okay. Somewhat like that, okay? Let's create a timeline here. normal pose. Gonna have the clavicle. Let's try to use a slightly different color so that you can see. Okay. Alright. Then here we have the acronym there, okay? And here you have the head of the humerus here. It's probably in a separate color. Okay. Okay. And we said we're going to start drawing the humerus, the deltoid at 3/3. So somehow like this. Somehow like that, okay? This is the full deltoid, not the 3-part. So if it was a 3-part deltoid, let me just do it like this. It's supposed to come like this. Like that, okay? Alright. And we know we just color it. Alright. We know the rest. You know the rest of the muscles here. At the back muscle, the chest muscle, okay? Okay. Okay. So this is at rest. Okay. let's look at when it's raised. So when it's raised, the clavicle or the collarbone usually goes up with the arms. All right. Okay. So our clavicle goes up, but we might not see it, okay? Because it's usually covered with the muscles. Okay. Okay. And when the arms are fully raised, the deltoids usually face backwards. All right. So that's something you need to keep in mind. So when fully raised, we're only going to see the chest muscles. And also the chest muscles usually decrease. Okay. So these are the things you should keep in mind when you are animating, okay? Okay. So they go backwards, eh? This is when they are fully, you know, raised, eh? And half raised. Okay. This goes up to here. So we'll have the chest muscles here, and the chest starts becoming smaller, like that. Okay. Almost half of it together like that. And here you can see the delta, the delta there. That's a tiny little bit of it there. Just a tiny little bit of it there. Okay. So we're not yet at the other muscles, so we want to draw them. Eh? Alright. See how realistic it is, eh? That's why we're learning anatomy, okay? This is the reason why. Once you understand, you know, how these muscles react when you're animating, eh? You'll be able to create more appealing, you know, animations. Eh? So in the next on tomorrow's stream, we look at the back side, how the deltoid is forming, okay, and why it's going at the back, okay. Then we also look at trapezius muscles tomorrow. It's gonna be a little bit challenging because it's a big muscle, because we're going to, you see, we have when we're dealing at the front. Hi Omega, welcome. When we are dealing with the front side, when lifting arms, we've seen that we have three things here that are playing key part, right? We have the clavicle, we have the chest muscles, and also the deltoid, okay? So when we are at the back, we mostly see the trapezius, okay, and the scapula, okay. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow, okay. How to be a member? I don't find the button. It's on YouTube Premium. No, it's not. There's a button in every. Okay, take care, Silver. There's a button in every video, okay, where it says join, okay. Just next to subscribe, there's a button called join, okay. Have you seen it? All right, Silver, thank you for staying by, man. Really, I really appreciate your company, man. Okay. That's all. What do you mean? So you can see how interesting personalize and unsubscribe. Let me see. Why can't you see the join button? There should be a join button in every video. There should be. Or you can go to the channel and look for member only streams or videos, Or can you join on the stream? Let me see. On the chat, I think yeah, on the chat you can you? In the chat there is that icon, the money icon, You can try clicking it, The super chat, super stickers. There should be a join member there. I don't know, I'm not sure. Hi, what software is this? This is Clip Studio Paint. Okay. but we're not animating today, so we're just studying anatomy. Yeah. Okay. So the reason why you need a good draftmanship, especially when you're doing anatomy, is because to be a great key animator, you need to know anatomy pretty well. Okay. I checked the Discord. Let me see. All right, I've seen. So that's all for this stream. I'll see what I can do in the next streams. We might we might have another stream today. Okay. But it's going to be more of a continuation of the music video that we were doing. Yeah. All right. So I don't know. Should we continue? I'm feeling very tired right now. I don't know why. I feel so burnt out. I haven't even slept today. So probably I'll just take a shower and sleep for a few hours. Then when I come back, we'll do the music video, I suppose. Then also I'm thinking of doing a Negan stream today. Right, so probably by 3 we'll start the music video. We do like 4 hours or so. Then at night we'll do a second key animation. Okay, so that's all for this stream. Thank you very much for keeping me company as we study the anatomy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. All right, Omega. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, go to work, man. I'll see you in the next one.